we have those big fat snowflakes. And this is just the beginning of what we anticipate seeing here in Covington County. Live right now in downtown Andalusia. We'll give you just a little bit of perspective. We still have some cars that have been out here. As we hit throughout the day, we are going to be talking accumulating snow. Now, what I do anticipate here in Covington County is it to stay all snow, so we don't have freezing rain. As you can see, we already have some snow accumulating on my glove. We already have some snow already starting to pile up here on the sidewalk. So we're going to bring you updates all day long here from Covington County. We're in the downtown square right now in Andalusia, but we'll kind of be bebopping around and eventually getting back to our safe spot. We suggest that you get home as quickly as possible. Roadways are definitely going to deteriorate quickly. More snow is going to accumulate throughout the day. We hope you guys have a great, warm, safe day. Very chilly today. We'll bring you more updates from Covington County. And hey, if it's your birthday, happy birthday! Let's send you back to the Today Show in progress. We'll have another couple updates in less than 30 minutes. So I have a couple of tools here. My infrared thermometer, where I can point it at any surface to figure out what the temperature is. When I look down just at this brick paver below me, we are getting below 32 degrees. So sidewalks might slick up first. This little part of the downtown square might also start to slick up. 2025, what a fun way to start the year off. And when I use my ruler, both in inches or centimeters, we are coming up on almost 1/10 of an inch. That does not sound like a lot, but we are getting close to actually having a number where we can say that it is accumulating snow. So Jasmine and Bethany, the snow is one factor in the forecast, but also the cold is the other. Like Nick said, there are parts of central and south Alabama that will not get above freezing today. One more question before I let you go. You have the First Alert weather app, correct?
We do.
See?
Absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't even have the Weather Channel out.
Oh.
The WSFA.
I didn't even pay him to say that either. So he's watching the First Alert weather app. We are too. We'll have another update at the top of the 11:30 half hour for you, Jasmine and Bethany. And this time we will be back outside. They were very nice. They let us come in, let us warm up, offer us food. I got a couple of pieces of candy in my pocket. We love the firefighters down here in Andalusia.
Wow, Amanda, we can't believe the difference just an hour or so makes since the last time we saw you outside.
Yeah, we are currently standing outside of the Andalusia Fire Department, and as you can see, the roads are starting to get snow covered. My photographer Seth is going to pan over to the roads. We still have some people who are out here driving. Want to remind you that all county roads in Covington County are considered impassable right now. We've had a couple of reports coming in from places that have iced over, and so I want to introduce the police chief here in Andalusia. Paul Hudson, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us. I know you're very busy today. What is a way that people at home can make the police department less busy today?
Well, stay at home. At noon, the roads inside the city limits will close, so we need everybody to stay home so we can keep the officers off the road. We will respond to emergency calls, but if we don't have to, we don't want to be out here.
And last thing before I let you go, I know you said you have a briefing later today at 12. What does that entail for you guys? What other planning things are you going to do to get prepared for the rest of the day and then to prepare for overnight roads potentially freezing?
We got other shifts coming in. Our shifts that are off, they'll be coming into work to help the shift that's already on duty.
Live TV. Thank you, Seth. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Quite literally seconds into Monet tossing to me, the battery part of my microphone fell out into the snow. You cannot make up live TV. All right, we're here in Covington County, Andalusia to be exact, and I have two new friends who are working hard today. Tell everybody at home who you are and what you do.
Chelsea Yates with the Covington County E911. I'm the Deputy Director.
I'm Frank Schaefer with Covington County 911 as well. We're with the team over at the 911 office.
All right, so obviously a very busy day for a lot of first responders, including you guys at E911. So obviously this is not just your run-of-the-mill typical day. Tell everybody at home what's a little bit different and what kind of playbook do you guys have to be prepared for today?
So, including us two, we have about 14 dispatchers in our office at 300 West Watson Street. We are prepared to be there for however long this storm lasts.
Man, it's coming down good there.
The snow globe has been activated, and Judd, it is not letting up. We want to actually show you, as of 12:30, the measurement we were able to take here in downtown Andalusia. So we've been here since about 9 o'clock this morning. We've seen small little bursts of snow. We've seen some heavier bouts of it, but this has been the most consistent that it's been. But before we do that, Judd, we do want to do a live update on air to see how much snow there is. I love the fact that I have this ruler and I'm actually able to use it. So just within the past 10 to 15 minutes, minutes, we have accumulated additional ½ inch of snow. My ruler is right on the 1.5 inch mark here. Same situation happens on the roadways. The snow falls down, it's wet, a little bit of heat from the tires warms it up to a liquid state, and then it instantly freezes back on the ground. So that's where we're going to get these slick spots. And the most dangerous part of all is that those slick spots are happening underneath newly developed and falling snow. So you might just look at the roadways and say, oh, it's white, it's fine, but then it's underneath on your feet where some of that frozen ice is the major issue. Not great for walking on, definitely not great for driving on. Best advice we can have, stay outside in your yard. Enjoy the snow. It's fun. It's something that doesn't happen a lot here. And a lot of you in Covington County, Andalusia in particular, remember the last time we saw a major event where there was accumulating snow or ice. I think it was the winter of 13 into 14. So we've had little bouts here and there, but we're talking over a decade since something like this has happened. We do not want anybody else to become a statistic. We want you to enjoy the rare January snow here in Covington County.
All right, Amanda, I don't know how close lunchtime is for you guys, but maybe a bowl of chili or a bowl of soup today sounds like the jam, especially to kind of warm.
How about a bowl of snow?
Yes, yeah, you've been getting a full diet of snow out there.
Amanda, as a person from New England, you're no stranger to snow, but seeing it right here in Alabama, especially in South Alabama, is quite a rarity.
Yeah, this is probably the farthest south I've ever gone in Alabama to track snow, and I would say this is probably one of the higher end accumulations I've seen since being here in the past decade. And it's not just a 1-2 punch, I think it's a 1-2-3-4 punch. First, snow. We've seen some spots upwards of 3 to 3.5, 4+ inches. The problem is we're getting some higher amounts, but it's because you can see the blowing snow. That's punch number 2. The wind is making it feel a whole lot colder than it actually is. Now that is also blowing a lot of this fresh snow that is falling. And 3, that makes visibility on the roadways absolutely horrible. I'm a little surprised about how many people I've seen out on the roadways today. A lot of people driving with their hazards. Obviously, plows in the state of Alabama are not easy to find. So I think some people are trying to find ways to get off of the main intersection. Right now, we're looking at US 84 here in Andalusia. All right, so I talked about 1, 2, and 3. What's the final punch? Well, sometimes you can't see it. It's the ice on the ground. Areas of slush are now starting to become a little bit more solid. This is not frozen completely, but these were very mushy areas of what was slush earlier. Now these are starting to get hard. And like Josh said, once the sun goes down, more of this is going to happen. Accumulating snow on top of it means it's very difficult for you to see what's underneath that snow. And most of you are going to be running into this slush that is getting a lot harder and turning into a solid and making those roadways like ice rinks. So what you need to do, stay inside. We have an updated look at that forecast and more live looks here in Covington County. Coming up, Rosanna and Mark in just a couple of minutes.
Thanks, Amanda.
Oh, hey, didn't see you over there. We are right off of US 84. So we're not on the main drag. We're actually on a service road that leads to a couple of restaurants that are closed and a couple of hotels that people have been kind of filtering in and out of to find shelter. Obviously, you can see these tire tracks right here. A lot of this has turned into a little bit of a frozen slush, but underneath all of this fresh snow where no one's driving is all frozen ice, and you can see my boots almost disappear when I step into this snow. But obviously it's a messy day out here. Not only is it cold, it feels even colder because of the wind. Being below freezing means that some of the slush that we saw earlier in the day is freezing the roadways, and as temperatures continue to take a tumble tonight, that is only going to become more of a widespread issue. So thankfully, I don't think we've seen a ton of people out here. I posted a video earlier. It's kind of like a ghost town, a little eerie. We kind of feel like the only ones out here. A good example of that you can visualize is happening right now on our station vehicle. I mean, look at all of this ice and snowpack that has been blown on our car. Now the car is able to heat up because of the fact that we have the heat running, the hood is hot, the windshield is warm. Then we get these little drips of water. Now, satisfying, not very safe. And there's more all along the car. I wish you could feel texture on TV. I mean, there we go. If I want to get into the back seat, we've had major buildup since we've been sitting out here for hours. And so this is kind of a very similar setup to what's going to be forming on the roadways underneath the snow that is, yes, still falling here